4 things I would never do after learning psychology behind perfectionism. Neglecting my own well-being in pursuit of my goals. That is just the straightest way to burn out. And how many times I see people come to me and they're saying, oh, I've been overworking, I've been trying to achieve these goals, I've been trying to perfect these goals, and we completely neglect either like eating healthy food and cooking for themselves, or going to the gym, or just finding that balance. That is so important for perfectionists not to burn out. Engaging in all or nothing thinking. And I can see people saying like this all the time. I'm such an all or nothing person. I need to do this, or I need to do that, or I don't do it at all. And when it comes to adventure, it's kind of fine. But if you are a perfectionist, that all or nothing thinking is going to lead you to procrastination, to freeze, to avoidance of tasks, because that means you either do it perfect or you don't do it at all. So the best way to look at that is finding the middle ground and just recognizing that thinking within yourself and finding that middle ground if you want to overcome perfectionism. Criticize myself, because perfectionists are already super hard on themselves. They are the harshest people that I know, the harshest on themselves. They criticize their work, they criticize how they look, they criticize how they feel. They are constantly really, really self-critical. So if you keep doing this to yourself, you will only be feeding that feeling of not being good enough. Even though that's not true, you will still be feeding that feeling of not being good enough. So instead, practice self-compassion, practice that attitude and mindset that, a mistake is a mistake. It's okay to make mistakes. I'm learning from mistakes. Just imagine what would you say to your friend and say to yourself, because you wouldn't tell your friend, oh, you're a failure, or you're this. So practice that with yourself. Compare myself to others. That comparison is literally fuel to your perfectionism and is fuel to you feeling not good enough. And that doesn't do anything for you, because the thing is that you don't know that person's history, their story. You don't know much about them. And also at the same time, there's always going to be someone who seems to be better than you. There's always going to be someone who is like at the top of the world that you can't bloody reach. And that there is just literally